something about him filming over there. That's an intimidation tactic. That's an intimidation tactic right there. Don't be afraid. Don't allow yourselves to be intimidated. I like what I heard today, just for the record. I like what I heard today, right? We don't call the cops around here, we call our neighbors. That's what we do. You know why? Because when you call the cops, they're gonna kill your homie. They're gonna kill your kid. We talk about training, they're trained to kill, so how much better training do you need when you're trained to kill? Right? We're not talking about better training. Let me tell you something, when my homie got killed in 2011, I stood right over there, I had a sign that said better training. Right? 2011. Tell you what, 2016, I don't carry that sign anymore. 2016, I don't carry that sign anymore. They're trained enough. They're funded enough. When they kill someone you love, it's not an accident. It's not an accident. Because if someone you love was armed, they wouldn't kill him. Because they're scared for their lives for real. But when they panic and kill somebody, they always get away with it. Because they say they were afraid for their life. Trust me, when you're bleeding to death in the street, nobody's scared of you. We know what they're scared of? The truth. The truth that's dying with you slowly in the street. That's what they're afraid of. And so that's why they let my homeboy die in the street. That's why, I don't know if you heard me talking to this dude about Noel Aguilar. But after they shot Noel Aguilar in Compton, they kneeled on his back and bled him out. Handcuffed. They pumped his blood out of his body so he would die faster so they could wrap this up and move on with their day. So I asked this deputy, why don't you say something? Why don't you take a stand? Why don't you say something? Right? Because they like their jobs. They like their jobs. They like fucking with us. So that's why we do need to find a new system. We have a sign we carry now instead of better training. It says, strong communities make police obsolete. That means call your neighbor, call your homeboy, call me. Right? Don't call the cops. Every year when my buddy got killed, we went to city council meetings in the city of Downey, which is in southeast LA. Every budget meeting that they had for the 4 years that we went, the police stole more and more and more money from the budget. And it was education who got robbed. It was public works who got robbed. It was a fire truck that they got rid of in Downey. They shut down a whole fire truck to give more money to the cops. For what? Shooting my homeboy in the back? Or are they gonna pay those bills? They're stealing money from these communities. When you look around and you wonder why we have to walk around, wondering where our next meal's gonna come from, wondering how we're gonna pay the rent, wondering how we're gonna make it through the day, wondering why my kid can't play in a park where they got someone handing out basketballs. Ask a cop because he stole that fucking money. Right? Our communities are drying up. They're withering on the vine because the cops are stealing the money from our kids, from our grandparents, from us. So we do need to come up with a better solution. I'm not about reform either. I'm a plumber. And this is what I say. If I come to your house and your plumbing system is ruined, I don't repair it. I rip it out and replace it for the public health, for your health. You cannot drink contaminated water and you cannot drink out of a plumbing system that has had contaminated water run through it. You need to rip it out, rebuild it for the public health. And that's exactly what needs to happen here. These police officers will come up to you and tell you they're sorry, will come up and tell you with their dead eyes that they sympathize for the loss of your brother, for the loss of my friend, for the loss of your future. They'll come up and they'll tell you that they're sorry, but they won't take a stand. You know what? I'm a civilian. I'm a civilian that's been standing up to the cops since 2011. This is a scary fucking job. I don't have a badge to protect me. I don't have a bulletproof vest. And neither do any of you. But everybody that was here today made a fucking difference. Everybody that was here today contributed, put their weight behind the change, stood on the right side of the line of history. So it doesn't matter if you come out here and there's 20 people or 200 people. It's about who's in your hand when you're here, right? We're out here making that noise. We're out here raising awareness and we're letting them know we're not afraid. Brother, will you turn around for me real quick?